Preparation is the key to successfully building your website. There are parts of your website, especially your home page, that require fixed size images, otherwise your website will look distorted. Therefore, in certain areas of your website, the editor will not allow you to select images that are not of a predetermined size. It's recommended that before you start amending your website, you prepare all your images and store them in a folder on the desktop of your computer. Perhaps call the file Images for easy access. Depending upon which template you choose, the image sizes that you need to prepare to upload to your website are as follows. Templates that have large images across the header section require images that must be 1000 pixels wide. The height can be between 300 and 400 pixels high. Templates that have medium-sized image headers have rotating imagery, so they require you to use 3 images, each of 500 pixels wide by 222 pixels high. For the small images that appear to the right of the rotating imagery, or in the 3 text columns on your home page, depending upon which template you've selected, you will require 3 images, each of 150 pixels wide and 222 pixels high. When you edit a page using the pre-formatted with left side image, which allows for a large image on the left of the page and text to the right of the image, the left side image must be 350 pixels wide. The height of the image is not important, but it's worth remembering that a taller image will stretch the height of the page. If you upload images of different sizes to these pre-formatted areas, the editor will not show you these images, as you are not allowed to select images that don't adhere to these dimensions when choosing images to be displayed in these areas. For all other areas of your website, there are no restrictions on image size, but it's important to reduce the actual file size of the image in an image editor, not the physical dimensions though, otherwise your website page will take time to open. This will be especially noticeable in gallery pages where a number of images have to be opened. If you are preparing images to upload to a gallery page, it's suggested that you make the images all a similar size, so they appear uniformly. The gallery system does rescale the images to fit the screen, but it still processes the original image. If you've taken a photograph with your digital camera, then that image file size is likely to be very large. The website will still open the large file before rescaling it to fit the screen, so the gallery will rescale your image to 25 to 50% of its original size. This takes time, and visitors to your website may go elsewhere before your images are displayed. Regardless of the physical dimensions of your image, the file size dictates how long it takes to show on the page. Resizing your images is easy using photo editing software. If you are using a PC running Microsoft Windows, you will already have software on your computer to do this. It's called Paint. These steps are based on using Paint on Windows 7. Each version of Microsoft Windows includes Paint. It may look slightly different in other versions of Microsoft Windows, but the steps will be the same. Also, the steps will be very similar for use of any photo editing software that you may wish to use. Paint is found on your computer by selecting the Start or Windows logo button at the bottom left of your screen. You will then need to select All Programs, followed by Accessories, and then you will find the Paint program. Step 1. Select the File option and select Open. Step 2. From here, select the image you wish to open and click the Open button. Step 3. Next, select Resize from the toolbar. Step 4. Here you're able to change the height and width of your image. With the Maintain Aspect Ratio option selected, the height and width will change together to maintain the proportions of your image. Select the pixels as opposed to percentage option. It's recommended that you set your image size so either the height or width is correct and the other is either too tall or too wide, as next you will crop the image. When you have set the size, select OK. If your height and width are now both the correct size, skip the crop steps and go to Step 8. Step 5. Select the rectangular section tool from the Select panel. Step 6. You now have to select an area of your image by clicking at a start point at the top left of the desired area with your left mouse button, and whilst keeping the mouse button depressed, move your mouse cursor to the bottom right of the area you require before letting go of the mouse button. You can see how big your selected area is by reading the dimensions in Select Dimension box below the image. No problem if you make a mistake, use the undo button to go back and start again. Step 7. When you have your area selected to the correct size, click the crop button. Again, if you're not happy with the results, select the undo button to go back and start again. Step 8. When you're happy with the image you've produced, go to the File option and select Save As. Then select the JPEG picture option. Step 9. Select the Images folder on your desktop. Then type the name you wish to save your file as and select Save. You've now edited your image. You can edit a new image or move on to editing your website. Once you have edited your images a few times, you will be surprised how simple it is to do. So remember, preparation of all your specific size images before you start to edit your website will make your job that much easier.